Dear friends, good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. It's very hot. It's just too hot to sit under the sunshine. So I was looking for some parks and other places, and I end up finding such a quiet place. I see we have a couple of people here. If you can hear me, maybe you can give a sum up. If you can hear me, give me a sum up so that I know that my voice is projected. And I see there is sum up, so okay, yes, that is good, that is enough. Winter hair party, what is a good thing? Okay, so if you are the same as me at in a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and you have time to spend in front of internet, there might be something there might be something to worry about. What do we worry about? We should have something to do, right? Okay, so hello. This is California. This is in the Bay Area. So one of the reasons we put ourselves so much stress is that we always think we have to do something. And I want to take this time to benefit this moment by chatting with you, by chatting with myself, to talk to myself. Did I do something wrong there? So, so today I want to focus on this anxiety. Or this is not really an anxiety, that just feel not right. We want to feel comfortable in our own skin. We want to feel that we are doing the right thing. We are making the best of every minute of our life. And I am in this idle moment. I can keep on idle. One of the problem of idle is you ruminate. You start to think. And usually when we start to think, we use our imagination not in the right way, not in a subjective way. We use it too objectively and too much into our thoughts. And when we are too much in our thoughts, we cannot jump out of it. This is why I want to see you. I cannot see very clear, but I can see comments start to come in. I have a lot of anxiety at the moment about what career option to pursue. I want to go self-employed, but then worry about making enough money. That is a very legit worry. And I would say not go to self-employed, because when we are outside, we do not see. You get a basic salary, you get a safeguard, you get a safe base covered. It will facilitate you to become free. It will, for example, I work in my job as a teacher. All these things becomes my source of inspiration, source of story. And if you keep something that gets you every day a fixed routine, that helps you to fix into a healthy man's mindset. And starting from there, slowly you go to self-employed. Suddenly jump into it. Maybe you are not suddenly jump into it. Maybe you already have a good foundation. If that foundation make you sure, let's say an ET shop, every day you make sure you get $50 profit, that pure gain, $100 pure gain, if you can maintain that level. Or not yet, you can get YouTube every day making you $20, ET $20, Facebook chat $20. So you have kind of a foundation, then you do not get worried. You do not get yourself into the vicious cycle of anxiety. Not having money to pay the bill, you have so much pressure and you cannot produce a natural content. Do I make any sense, Amy? So this is my thought. If you already have a foundation, does not have to be totally better than your salary, but have a foundation starting from there. No risk, no fun. Too much risk can jeopardize your motivation, your workflow. So this is what I am thinking. Nothing to do is not good, and put too much pressure is not good. Make a schedule of posting, and make sure every day you, for example, ET shop, every day you post something new. You become a slave of your own desire, of the society desire. Then it is not comfortable. Make sure you have some basic income. There are a lot of artists to do coffee shop job, barista, and go to restaurants. One thing, students do the restaurants work, a busboy or something. One thing, you get to know the society. You have more source to make story. There are all kinds of people, kind people, not so kind people, and snobbish people. That is your source of story. You can make big deal out of it. Another thing is that you study hard, you work very hard. You need some physical work that do not require a lot of brain. You go to dish wash, or go to clean up a room, whatever job that do not require too much mental processing, but more on the manual processing. It is very healthy for our brain. Do I make any sense about that? Yes, Amy, if if you are, yes, and if you do still have anxiety about the future job and career choice, it is okay. You do not have to make a decision immediately. Even myself, I change every day. I change different things. And knowledge, every day we learned, everything we gained become the reservoir of our future. You accumulate enough energy, enough skill set. You have a skill toolbox of 100 tools. Whenever you need to do something, you can pick up one. Do I make any sense, right? So do not search for a career, but search for your skill. Search for the calm mindset. A lot of time it is very important, if later on, whether you work for others or work for yourself, you keep a very calm mind. I have some students, which is my son's classmates, and I have students, I can see their character, I can see their calm, their temper in themselves. this student will have great future great future later on in life. I will tell you a story. So in classroom, if you used to be a student, we all used to be a student. At the end of the class, you need to clean up the class and get ready for the next class, right? And the teacher is yelling. No, not yelling. Teacher is pushing and everyone is cleaning up, and you just have so much tension in that moment. And the next teacher is already waiting for you. It's just in that very, very tension environment. There is one little girl does not care about anything. She has to finish her coloring page, my art class, her coloring of that thing or the last stroke. She totally tuned out of the surrounding. And I look at her, even myself, I cannot keep a flat face myself. Even myself is stressed. I am a teacher. I am in another class with a student. You know what I'm saying, right? Nothing about other class. It's just you are in a leadership or you are in a responsible situation. You should be not so stressed. But even I was stressed out. She was not. She has to finish that. That calmness in the face of risk, in the face of blame, in the face of danger in the future of your life. And it's almost out of our fight, flight, freeze. It's almost out of that situation, out of that mindset. That is a strength. Use our everyday life to practice this skill, to practice the internal strength. It's important. You later on, if you run your own business, the shipping, you have a deadline. And to make a video, you have a deadline. Or you do consulting, there is a deadline. Keep very calm mindset. That will help. Train it from today on, from every moment of our life. Now let me see the next one. If now I practice another thing. The question I get. The question I do not get, I have not seen. It's beyond my control. May heaven, we all understand this, right? You do not have to be stressed for something out of your control. Okay, let's see which one. As much as you help others, I am hoping you are keeping yourself fulfilled and not tainted by negative energy. Always love. I am not tainted by negative energy. First, why we are not tainted by negative energy? There are negative energy. In a big group, now we have 113 people. There are different. In such a group, there must be people thinking different. But if you have overall energy that is positive, you can feel the overall, you can feel the majority of it. And something negative, it will happen. And with time, with life, you start to know that something you get 50% love, 50% hate, that's fair enough. And if you get 51% love, you are already in a winning party. There are things you cannot control. Do not blame yourself. But there are times we are not doing good. Then try to improve. This kind of challenging situation is the best way to train ourselves. If there's no challenge, if there's no negativity, it's not even fun. It's not even meaningful to make it, right? You are looking for training yourself the skill and training yourself the all this the ability. Do I make sense? Do you believe in the paranormal like evil? Every one of us has evil. Every one of us has an angel in our heart. We all have it. It depends on which part we show. You can be deadly evil. I can be deadly evil if the evil spirit overtake us, right? So not complaining about others, take care of ourselves and believe that you have so much power and strength that you can influence the surrounding. I think we can all influence our surrounding. If we cannot influence the surrounding of other people, we can influence the bubble. This bubble surrounds me so that I can put myself into the mindset I want to be in. Do I make any sense? Thank you very, very much. And it seems those obsessed with the news have a high anxiety level. And when we were young, we were educated, 关心国家大事, care about the world, care about the society, care about our country. It is true, it is very right. But we have to remember one thing. What we care is the word, is not the newspaper print, is not the internet print. Those are people, they may not be good people. And the more I see it, the more I feel they are not good people. They are not people with the right moral standard. Do you think so? The newspaper is not feeding us. It's actually, a lot of time, the newspaper is dividing us. And this is why there are people fight for the truthness of the news, of the things. I think we do not have the ability to distinguish who is right, who is wrong. If that is the case, for example, myself, I would like, it's just some news, something touches me more, makes me happy. The other thing makes me not happy. I myself, I do not get a fair view of this world. So if I myself, you yourself, every one of us ourselves has our own personal preference, how can we expect others to have a fair view, right? So if we cannot take it as a grain of salt, take it as a joke. Now I see news, use it as a joke. The empowerment and the political fighting, who is good, who get 20%, who get this and that. Everyone has different things. Change and also because you care about world, cannot listen to news. News is not the source of truth. I start to feel, right? Do we all agree? Because it's not the truth of news. One group of people listen to them, another group of people listen to the other. So try to avoid them and try to listen to something different. art, not talking about modern art, people who has a skill to do art, this is true. And see their pictures, this can be true. Earth porn, the beautiful landscape, beautiful flower, those can be true. Shift our interest from those political things into something more natural, more, cats, dogs could be always true. And another thing I found is the DIY videos. I used to think these people are so talented. Now I think that's another way of cheating. What do you think? DIY videos. Everyone. Yes, cats, of course. Everyone. Make your opinion, post your opinion about DIY videos. I just feel that that it's so manipulated and so not true. And you see someone do the painting, a lot of painting. For example, one very talented old lady, old Chinese lady to do painting this and that. The hand is not even the same. And you see the pictures of this beautiful lady, and the hand is not even in the right place. It's a Photoshop and video editing and those editings and picture editing, they are great things. But when we have our own goal, that is not the right moral or right aesthetic. You go the wrong way. Everything can be profited. We are not authentic. I do not think. I mean, there are a lot of good DIYs, definitely, some original truth DIY. But if you see a DIY that is too magical, you start to think, is that possible? Is that reasonable? Use common sense, right? Yeah, what I mean, the DIY is not do it yourself and so from beginning to the end. You see some pictures, if you go to Reddit, pictures DIY, they make a cupboard for the wife or make a table step by step. The original, I love it, absolutely love it. I am talking about some ultra manipulated. It's not truth. Thank you very much. Any advice for dealing with narcissistic father? I'm 20. He made me so anxious. I had a cricket match today and he doesn't believe me. He makes me feel guilty for just living and doing nothing wrong. I do not. There are a lot of people talking about these narcissistic and things, because you have to be under him. You still need to be paid by your father, by someone, or if your boss is like this. I do not know how to deal with. There are some videos talking about it. What can you do, right? If we think about it, can you leave this family and live by yourself? It means you have to pay your house rent. Do you have the ability to do it? Or do you have the gut just to say bye-bye to this? Our kinship, let's talk about kinship. A lot of time, we came to this world from this person, but we are independent. Just remember, I do not own my son. From very young, I think from 5 years old or 6 years old or Until 5 years old, I want to post some videos of my son. My son said, no, I do not want. Then I do not post video. All their video become private, become unlisted or private. I see a lot of people post pictures of their children. They were too young to make decision. Do not do that. Later on, you will regret. Okay, talking about with parents, if you have the ability to be independent, by all means, be independent. You are your own soul. My son is his own soul. I give him life, but that's all what I can do. I can try my best to give him the best situation within my ability. I am done with that. I have done this, and it is beyond me. Try to be independent. If you cannot be independent, count the day. If you are 15 years old, you have 3 years to go to be independent. You have around 2,000 days. Make 2,000 papers, peel off each paper, and use this time to train your ability to ignore. A lot of, I think I have trained myself a little bit to ignore noise. There are times you have to break out. It just too much negative energy giving to you. You need to break out. This time, go to a quiet place, not in front of him. Do anything, if anything that is losing your face, scream, cry. Don't do it in front of him. When he is not at home, cry the heart out. When you go to a quiet street, nobody surrounding, nobody knows you, cry, scream. Don't do anything, lose your face. Do not give something he can hold. He can punch, he can pinch on you. So treat as another person. Just, he is another soul. He give you money, you respect this. If you can be independent, go away. If you cannot, you have to suffer it. There's no other choice. Do I make any sense? Focus on solution. We become quite heated in this dialogue. Some say the definition of the word. Anyway, we never. Now, this is the test for me. There are times I can control. There are times I cannot control. I control what I can control. At the end of the day, maybe I will see the comments and take care of it. Now things are happening, let it happen. You made your best effort. You are a good person. You have a good moral value, and that is it. Mm-hmm. Try the subreddit. Yeah, there are a lot of, there are a lot of informations. Oh. Do you have any advice? This is from Alicia. Do you have any advice for a young lady who has social anxiety and is scared of leaving the home? I want to become free and happy. Which step should I take? Okay, do you this is a young lady, no matter young lady, old lady, no matter man or woman, if you have social anxiety, take advantage of this pandemic. What do I mean? You can go out with face mask. It's very likely you are shy, you are not comfortable to see outside, and it's very likely you do not want people to see you. So at least you can face mask yourself and wear something more overall. Do not wear too weird clothes, just like normal, and avoid when there are too many people. I think we get comfortable with our own living environment. If we every day stay inside, on the one side we can become depressed. On the other side, we become comfortable in that situation, in that table, in that all this. So you become more rely on it. Do not go to a party immediately. Go to the street. Go to some place not even further away. I am thinking which place I should go. Rome is beautiful. Firenze is beautiful. Paris is beautiful. If I go there, I do not feel comfortable. How about next block? There is a little park. And 5 o'clock in the afternoon, many people, but 7 o'clock, there might be quiet. In the time when there is less people and less crowded, I start to go to some closing place. And those places are quiet and beautiful. It starts to make you comfortable, make you see the trees. Who cannot be happy to see those trees, to see the sunshine, right? This is our natural instinct. We get happy, we get comfortable with our surrounding when it is beautiful, right? So see those beautiful things. Go to comfortable and not intimidating places, one at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. Do I make any sense? We do not go to big party immediately. We have not yet trained ourselves that skill of talking with others. Slowly. See today my chat and see my very first time I do a live chat. I was thinking about this, answering that. Now I can talk with my plain face. I listen to my video. There are times I try to push too much and get too many things to come out. Does not work. It takes training. Do I make any sense, Alicia? Thank you, Alicia. Yes, do it slowly. I am afraid also if you ask me to go to a party, some technical party or something, I am afraid it's not what I am comfortable with. Go to the place that you feel comfortable. If you do have one or two friends or some friends you feel comfortable, go to the coffee shop, sitting for a couple of minutes or for half an hour, because in coffee shop, everyone is a foreigner. Everyone is a stranger, so you do not feel that stress. And also, talk nicely. talk quietly. We go to coffee shop and that you can hear other people talking about their $1 million business or something. Don't do that. Okay, let's see the other one. Traveling to Spain alone, I envy you. I envy you. Traveling to no matter which place. I like to travel alone. If there is a choice, maybe I will choose. I like to travel with family, definitely. And it's different. With family, I can see the family relationship to see family. But for exploration, for explore, for discovery, of course, I like to be alone. I can stop wherever I want to stop. I do not need to go to shop if I do not want to, right? So totally enjoy yourself. And tourist place, as far as I know, there must be a lot of people saying about the danger of traveling alone. I will talk about my experience. When I traveled to Bremen, to Germany, it's by myself. So I take a bus, I buy a ticket, and buy a ticket. Usually you buy a ticket, it's from beginning to the end, the same price. So I sit on the bus. Bus usually is in the city, right? I buy the bus and sit in the bus just to see around. Do I need to see the cultural relics or the most important travel attractions? I do not. I want to see what I want to see. The other thing is not important. Brittany, do you have I need to let you to take care of the moderating. Oh, I cannot find. Okay, you are moderator. Thank you very much. So travel by yourself and find something. When there are people, you can sense it. Our natural instinct can sense us this place is right or not, and be flexible, smile more, and do not show that you are afraid. Your spirit, when you are happy, you take everything with so much confidence. Your energy just radiates the right energy. Oh, I so envy you travel to Spain alone. I've done most of my traveling alone. It can be a bit lonely, yes, but I also make an effort to talk to new people and discover more, yes, more from local. That is very true. That is very true. Oh, thank you. I'm helping you. Oh, that's good. That. Oh, it's okay. I was confusing. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I was confusing my anxiety for having fun. I was convinced you had to be out of your comfort zone to have fun, and I associate this feeling of being uncomfortable. So I realized recently that I was confusing my anxiety for having fun. I was convinced you had to be out of your comfort zone to have fun, and associate this feeling of being uncomfortable. Yeah, maybe you associate the wrong thing, right? Having fun can be very comfortable, can be uncomfortable, can be adventurous, or yes. So anxiety, maybe it's another thing in that case, is to challenge yourself too much. Find something comfortable and moderately challenge. There are people, they live their journaling or something. They need to have this challenge. This is why they do bungee jumping. This is why they do extreme sports. That excitement, it just gives them so much joy. It's different from me, for example. There are people afraid of height. There are people afraid of many things. There are people afraid. Everyone is different. When you see yourself and through time read some books or listen to others or see other things, you start to understand it's your unique character. Do not fight with it. Follow along with it. You will get better with it, right? Hot over money. Why would anyone, regardless of man or woman, will be at risk travel solo? You know why we are at risk of travel solo? You drive alone and suddenly you have an accident or your car tire flat. When you have two persons, you can discuss, you can get help more easily. And even not travel, one person do things by oneself, it's very lonely. It's very hard to encourage ourselves just by ourselves. It's so much better to have another voice to rectify ourselves and to encourage ourselves. This is the most point. It's not necessarily because you are a man, you are a woman, or you are. Of course, when you have two persons, you have two brains to discuss, and if they catch one person, the other person can run and report. Do I make any sense? I personally, I like to travel alone for discovery. I like to travel with family also. I think we get a balance of these two. So interesting. That's so. That is beyond me, and another thing I think when you travel, some friends talk about good-looking people travel. Yeah, you get attention. Good-looking people, of course, you get more attention. And so when you travel, you prepare yourself and you dress up yourself. Use common sense. Use common sense, and you know, you can sense it where you draw a distance. And you are always close with the people, you are always close with some communication. That's as much as I can think of. And also, if you do want to have this adventure, you do want to have that heartbeat. Thank you, Brittany. Embrace the fear. Oh. Don't you think it's more interesting when you have, I feel, on the one side, we want to keep it civil. On the other side, it's a little bit interesting when we have different idea and keep it within control. My brother has a question for you. My mother has want to quit. My brother wants to quit his job and wants to start a different career, but doesn't know what. Any advice? Of course. He wants to quit his job. One person wants to quit job. Of course, so that I can do something I like. So what is the thing that he likes? Make sure he finds the thing he likes. Once he's sure he likes what he does, what he will do, and have established a certain means of getting to be independent, quit the job by all means. Before that, I just want to quit a job. I don't know what future will bring me. Of course, you cannot quit. If you are a responsible person, if you are a reasonable person, you cannot jump into the water not knowing how to swim, right? When you know it, then you do it. Find something that he's good at it. He's good at. Not competing with other people. For example, making video. There are millions of people make good video already. So, but he must have something different from other people to find uniqueness. There are so many people make so many video and so many gurus making advice video, and still there are how many people? We are here, have 186 people listen to an old woman to talk about it. There must be something I have. For example, talking, you do not feel intimidated, or you feel, oh, this might be right. There must be something different. Find something he is different from others. Okay, now I need to keep on talking with you, the one with brother, your brother. Okay, Colin, what your brother is good at, what your brother is different from others, you feel that he can make a living out. Okay, Jenya asked, how do you become happy with how you look, or at least comfortable? Okay, there are things you can change. Those things you can change, you can improve. Make the best effort. There are things you cannot change. Accept it. I cannot change my face. This is what is given. Of course, there are ways to do the surgery. If that is your route, go with that route. I have no I have no opinion on people make a living to do surgery for other people. It's a career. Otherwise, they will lost their job, right? But just understand, you cannot be perfect. Even if you, a lot of time it's our internal problem. It's the confidence with ourselves. You make the change. How beautiful. Listen. It must be 4 o'clock 4 times. So however you look, you will not be comfortable if internally you are not confident. You just accept who you are. There are beautiful, now you see on the internet and the news, someone say, I'm not good looking. Okay, I take off my clothes. I show you how good I look. I empower myself. I empower others. They are scared. Those are the most good looking, pretty people, and still they are scared. So it's the internal strength. It's the internal strength. Also, when people are in the category of pretty or good looking, when their value is good looking instead of brain, they have to compete in their lookings, how they look, how their body shape. Try to avoid go into that category. Our food ticket is our brain, not our body, not our face. Make sure this. 不是靠脸蛋儿吃饭的. I do not eat food because of my face. I eat food because of my work, because of my hard work, because I use my brain. And also switch the interest. When you see so much into whatever we see, whatever pay attention, whatever we see, whatever we see, whatever we pay attention, switch into other criteria, into other field of interest. Who is the most, who is the kindest person? Who has written the most books, female or male? So who is the first person to go to the moon? Who is the first person to see something different? Do I make any sense? Not. Once you shift your interest from that only, you start to feel comfortable and confident with yourself. And also get people say you look good. Yeah. Get people praise you. When I am a teacher, I like to praise students. Say, you are good, you do good job, and those things. Oh my gosh, my heart stopped beating. A police officer. I have a problem. Every time I see police car, my brain just does not function. I do not do bad things, but I am just, it's just a different animal. I know I have seen my neighbors, they can talk with the city police and invite the police come to our neighborhood park. But I just, every time, my heart stopped beating every time I see police. Yeah. I almost stopped heart beating. Okay, that is a police office. This is the school police office place. So I think we are safe. I think we are safe. Just think about other things. If the police come here, I didn't steal anything, I didn't do anything wrong. They are at least protecting good people and not and push away bad people. Okay, that is silly. Anyway, I think we are quite good. Thank you very, very, very much. I think we can stop here. Thank you for making it interesting. I start to feel there will be more and more ideas and heated discussion coming here. Once there is one coming in later on, maybe it's even the same person that whenever see we have a dialogue. So I do not think for now I will not stop doing live, because through learning, through debating, we will have more and more ideas coming out. We can see things better and clearer. I will put a little more moderators later on. Keep cool, moderators. Keep cool. You know you are. I already know your name. Keep cool. Allow idea, different idea. When there is bad words coming out, no, yeah. But if idea different from us, we do not feel right, try to open an open heart. Bad word, no. I'm totally wrong, and get political, get those things out. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Police here. I better go. It just makes me not so. I do not go against my natural comfortness. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye. Bye bye. Cough, knock at the door. Did you hear? Police, you have the right not to talk.